the G5 jet. I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
Welcome back, eSIMstudios YouTube channel. We are live on April the 3rd, Good Friday, 2026. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. Let me just double check my audio here. Sound pretty good. So, been a long week. Glad it's Friday. We have kind of a down day. Not necessarily down. Not for me, but hopefully not for you. But is as far as news goes. But that might be a good thing. I got recorded a couple of videos with a Nothing Phone 4A Pro. I left the house late last night. Snuck out the house to take some night shots. I'll probably compile a video, whether it's just night shots and video, or may go out this afternoon. It's supposed to rain, so may not be able to, but I have a decent amount of pictures, videos with the Nothing Phone 4A Pro. I'll probably compile a video of that and upload it as a video. Got some like a tutorial and then a walkthrough of the operating system, the widgets, the settings, what you can do. You can pair AirPods to it. It's pretty cool. Well, you can pair AirPods to any Android phone, but they give you essentially all the settings. Well, I take that back. Not all the settings that you get, like if you pair AirPods to an iPhone, but it's pretty close. It's actually really cool. So did a video of that and all that good stuff. So we'll also do a giveaway today. Yeah, we're gonna do one. We're gonna do one here. We'll do it here shortly. You would have to win first, but oh, your phone is broken. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully here in the next month or so, maybe I don't know, 6 weeks, a month, 2 months, I don't know, but here in the near future we will do a phone giveaway, so we will definitely do that. The stream is better. You think it sounds better? Yeah, I do too. I got a new microphone, so I think it sounds pretty good too. Yeah, hopefully you are selected, and we'll do it here shortly. We're gonna run through a couple things, and then we will do the giveaway. I wanted to, has anybody gotten if you have an S23 Ultra, has anybody gotten the April security patch update? Because apparently it's out, but it's nowhere to be found. I've not received it. We got word earlier in the week that it was released. And actually, you know what? Let me check my phone right now because I hadn't checked it today. I've been checking it all week and nothing. Nope, it says it's up to date. So I bring that up because there is a camera update in the April security patch for the S23 Ultra specifically. Now, what camera update am I talking about? Well, it's to fix some blurry images. Now, you might wonder, well, blurry images, what the hell is going on? Well, apparently there is a bug with the 3x zoom. Now, this has come up with me specifically. I remember I don't remember what day it was, but it was one of the first few days I had the phone, and I was just simply testing the camera out, and I specifically remember taking a 3x, and this bug particularly pops up when there's below average lighting, meaning not much light, not necessarily, well, yeah, I guess it could be a night shot, but anywhere where there's not a decent amount of light, this will pop up in a 3x zoom. So if you go to pictures, if you go to your camera and you hit the 3x zoom down at the bottom, or you scroll it to 3x, blurry shots. And I remember this picture specifically I took of my cat. Blurry shot. So apparently that's getting fixed among obvious security patches. Now, I wanted to take a deep dive to see if it was just the 3x, or if they're not only going to fix the 3x blurry photos, but also fix anything else here, and or improve upon anything else in the camera application. Um, it's not the greatest camera experience in the world, but it's essentially at a point where it's at a it'll do. It'll do status, meaning like it's not the best camera phone I've ever used, but it gives you, I think it's a little more consistent with shots than the previous models, previous flagship Samsungs, but it's not going to blow you away. I mean, there's been one or two shots, maybe three, I can think of specifically where I was like, wow, that's really good. But the majority of shots are going to be average, right? And we'll get into here in a minute the very appears to be the very best camera phone coming to the global stage. We got the release date, we got the big camera details. You're not going to want to miss it. But jumping back into Samsung, and that's one of the, and here you get to see an example. You have 1x on the left, and it may be hard to tell from your viewership of the screen, but you could see where the 3x, if you compare that 3x photo to any of the two on the left or the one on the right, it does appear to be more blurry. And I'm assuming it's something in when it processes that image at 3x. There's a glitch in there. They obviously said it's a bug, but it doesn't process it properly. That's one of the things on the S26 Ultra that I think when you get the phone and or you're thinking of getting this phone, you have to keep, in mind that it's not the very best camera experience. It'll do, but it's not the best. And that's really where they can improve upon moving into the future. I think that's the biggest thing they can improve upon moving into the future, minus the 10-bit display, minus the UFS 4.0 storage when they could be using 4.1. We all get that. But the camera quality is really one of the more focused on aspects of these phones is the cameras. And look, these things are not cheap. I think this one was $1,500. They get the upgraded storage variant. So they should bring a little bit more to the table. And I think that's fair criticism for any phone company, not just Samsung, right? Any phone company. So hopefully they'll improve upon that. I've heard, well, now moving into the future, I don't know if they're going to improve much, because I got word before last month when we got word Samsung was in crisis emergency management mode, where they need to maximize profits because they're just not bringing as much in as they used to. I'm not sure they're going to upgrade the hardware and the cameras anymore. Like, this may be a penny pinching thing moving forward with Samsung in these Galaxy phones for the foreseeable future. It sucks for us, the users, because we're the ones that get screwed in the end, right? We have to probably pay more. I think we're going to see a price increase on the S27 series. And what are they going to bring to the table for that price increase? I have no freaking clue. It looks like I don't know what they're going to do. These sensors are a few years old, maybe more. Can they rely on these for one more year? Sure. Should they? I don't think so. I think it's time to move on, but I'm not in charge of Samsung, so who knows? What's going on, man? Happy Good Friday to you as well. Thank you very much. We're about to do a giveaway. Well, give me a few minutes, then we'll do a giveaway. It's not going to be super long. How long have I been on? For 11 minutes? We'll get through a couple more things here, and then we'll do a giveaway. So, to close out this topic, this issue is scheduled to be fixed and improved in a future software upgrade. Please understand that it may take some time for the fix to be reflected in the version to be released. so we are unable to provide a detailed release schedule at this time. That's the official Samsung statement, but insiders are saying it's in the April security patch. So if you have an S26 series or S26 Ultra, oh, good question. Is this bug just in the S26 Ultra, or is it for the S26 and or S26 Plus? I don't know. Typically, when we talk about S26, we're mainly talking about the Ultra, right? I think I would always try to include S20 or the base model and the Plus model whenever talking about the S24, S25. But now, with more and more people buying the Ultra than the other models, it's like, why even mention the other model? Honestly, look, I got a for my trade-in device for one of these, I got a S25, just the base S25, the small one. It's a pretty nice little phone. Like if you need a if you like small phones, the base model's pretty freaking nice. So, but everybody focuses on the biggest and the best uh, model. So I can easily see why the other ones get overlooked, but they're still very nice devices. Hell, even a like S23 or S24 base model is. I used for when I started this YouTube channel as my webcam. I used. I don't have all these high tech cameras, high dollar cameras. I use a phone as my webcam. Well, why not? I used a S22 for a good year and a half, 2 years as my recording device and/or webcam. So I'm going to be moving after this, as promised. I'm going to move my SIM to the Nothing Phone 4a Pro, my main SIM, and I'm going to use the S26 Ultra as my content device, webcam, video, everything. So after this video, I'm going to switch it. I'm going to make the switch. I've just been busy this morning, but and then I'll let you know what real battery life is like moving forward. And the other thing, speaking of the Nothing Phone 4a Pro, when I put out that video where I did my network test, I could not get Verizon to work. They wouldn't even accept this phone, the IMEI on their network, the Nothing Phone 4a Pro, and where I could only get 4G to work on this phone with AT&T. I've seen some articles, like actual on Android Authority, on Android Headlines, on 9 to 5 Google, article reviews of this Nothing Phone 4a Pro. Nobody mentions anything about the networks. So I'm like, am I the crazy one here? Why is nobody talking about the inability for it to be, I guess, technically fully unlocked for all US networks? I emailed Nothing. I added Nothing in regards to my network test video to see what's going on, to see if they could possibly fix the issue, and if so, would a simple software update, can they push that to the phone to try to unlock more? I don't know. I'm just looking for some kind of answers, some kind of quote, something from Nothing, to see if there's anything they can do to open up, to help receive more bands, more frequencies from these US carriers, because that's a real bummer. That's a real bummer. And if you have a trick and or fix, I don't know what could be tricked or fixed, because I tried to do a trick on the 3A where you provide, because like when you sign up for AT&T and Verizon, when you sign up for these carriers, whether it's prepaid or postpaid, you have to give them the IMEI of the device you're going to be using, and then they'll give you service and or an eSIM, or ship you a physical SIM. Well, with last year with AT&T, it wouldn't accept the 3A, so I had to give them a IMEI number of my S25 Ultra. It's unlocked. But then, I got a SIM card. They thought I was using that S25 Ultra on their network because they would not accept the Nothing Phone 3A. So as soon as I got a service on a SIM, I took that SIM out of my S25 Ultra with AT&T, and I stuck it in the Nothing Phone 3A. It was good for a couple weeks, and then they, boom, kicked me off the network. Like, dude, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Honestly, no. I don't. I mean, look, when I do network testing, I gotta buy all this service. Like, nobody's giving me anything free. So, like, for the network test, the original network test that I did for the 4A Pro, I had to go out and get service for Verizon, and it's just for a little network test. So I had to spend, uh, I don't know, 50, $60 just to make one video. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I'm like, um, I don't know. Maybe I will just to see, because it really has me wondering. Because didn't you tell me yesterday that US Mobile, you could use, well, I guess technically you could use US Mobile, and use the T-Mobile, whatever they call it, Shooting Star or whatever, and it would probably work, but I doubt Verizon would. But I don't know. I might look into it here after that and see just what their base plan is and see if I can test it. I'll look into that. I hope Samsung can hold the line on prices like Apple did. Yeah, I do too. With the prices rising so much with memory, and not just memory, but a lot of stuff, just parts in general, right? Even little speaker components, flex cables, OLED panels, just everything's going up in these phones. And I think Apple, Samsung, all these companies are just trying to hang on for as long as possible without raising the price, because they get criticized heavily, and rightfully so. But if you're a small business owner, you get that dilemma where, Jesus, I don't want to raise the price, but my profit margin is going down. At some point, if you're struggling to pay the bills or rent or employees, I mean, your options are limited. So we'll see. I personally believe we'll see a price increase next year on not just Samsung, but I think Apple too. Now, out of all these companies, Apple can afford to hold on the longest. I think they have the most capital, probably the highest valued company, aren't they? Isn't Apple in the world, I believe? Um, so if not, they probably, I think they are. But I think at some point here in the next few years, they'll have to slightly raise prices a little. And when we say raising prices, so if a S26 Ultra is like $1,200 brand new, I think you'll see it go to like probably $50. I don't. Could they raise it $100 per device? Yes, but I think that would be too drastic. I think a slight increase, I think they could get away with that without being criticized too heavily. These phones got more expensive. These used to be $349. Now that's for the base model. I think the Pro is $100 more, $449, and now they're $50. Yeah. So because I think the base model of this is $499, so it sounds about right. About $50, I believe they'll probably raise the price. Give less cash back on stocks and investors and shit. Yeah, I agree. These are some greedy bastards, and I'm not just I'm not just singling out Samsung. I'm in a whole, and not just in the phone or tech industry, right? Even executives for Tide, you want, Dove soap, all this stuff, Procter and Gamble, all of them are greedy bastards. We always get screwed. Doesn't network coverage vary by region? What works well in New York might not necessarily be the case. True. Now it varies on a number of things. Honestly, it numbers where you're located. It numbers your geolocation. It the structures around you, buildings, hills, mountains, day, night, right? Frequencies travel a little better, a little faster, a little farther at nighttime, right? Depends on where your tower is located. Even depends on what device you have. Even if you're, a lot of factors go into what service you get. Now, when I always do my network testing, I always go to the same spot because I'm close to a T-Mobile tower, I'm close to an AT&T tower, and I'm close to a Verizon tower, and they're all within sight, line of sight, meaning like I can look and actually physically see a tower here, see a tower here, see a tower there. So I know that's the absolute best location to get a real good signal when testing all three of these, right? It's not like I'm out in Timbuktu in the oil fields down in South Texas, right? You know, that, yeah. Or even in the hill country. If you go north of San Antonio, where it's really hilly in the Texas hill country, horrible reception because the hills block the signals from the towers. So yeah, it really depends on where you're located. But that one spot I got, it's in a Walgreens parking lot. It's kind of like on top of a hill. That's where I do all the network testing, and it's usually pretty rock solid as far as there shouldn't be anything hindering that signal. So and it's actually right at optimal distance, because one would think if you go right up to a cell phone tower, like literally stand underneath it and you look up, that's like one of the worst places to be, honestly, because it's emitting the signal out, right? Yeah, you're standing right underneath it, horrible reception. You got to stand back maybe 100 yards or something like that, 200 yards to get like optimal reception. But yeah, it really depends on a lot of different factors. Let's see. I heard they didn't change anything from S25 except for raise the price on the S26 base and plus models. Yeah, so they did and they didn't raise the price. The only price that they really kept the same was the base S26 Ultra, because that's the number one phone they sell the most, like 80%. I think it was like 70 something percent of buyers get that one model. It's the base model, the 12 gig of RAM, 256 gig S26 Ultra. Typically people get the base model of the best phone. So that price stayed the same. So for a large majority of the people buying it or looking to buy it, it was like, oh, they didn't raise the price, same price this year. But they did raise the price on the base models, the plus models, and even the upgraded storage variants on the Ultra model. So yeah, it's kind of two-sided. Like, they're real clever with how they do it like that, right? So they're not raising the price on the base Ultra model, but they're raising the prices on the other ones. So they're not making any extra money on the phone they sell the most, but they are making up for that loss in the sales from the other phones in that same model. So they're clever. They're clever with how they do it. So StreamYard has a feature they introduced, maybe, and we'll do the giveaway here. What time is it? We'll do the giveaway here in about 5-10 minutes. StreamYard introduced a new feature where you can go live vertical and horizontal at the same time. Now, there are two separate streams. So if you go on my channel, if you click my avatar wherever it's on the screen, if you're watching vertical, it's below. If you're watching if you're watching horizontal, the avatar will be below. If you're watching vertical, like on a TikTok aspect ratio, it should be on the top left. If you click that icon, it'll go to my YouTube homepage, and then swipe to the live section, and you'll see those two live streams there. It's a feature StreamYard implemented. Vertical is good for getting new viewership, quite honestly, because you can go to the shorts section or the live section in vertical and just swipe, and you can go see everybody that's live in vertical. That's good for getting new viewership. Horizontal is good for current viewership, subscribers. And to be honest with you, I'm not a big vertical fan. I'm doing it just because it helps the channel grow, you know. And here's the other thing. The main reason why I don't like vertical is because when you turn the screen off, it cuts the content you're watching. If you watch me on horizontal, you can turn the screen off and the audio will still be there. Now, I think that's on the free plan and the paid plan. I've been a YouTube Premium member for, I think, ever since it came out like 10 years ago. So I don't know if that's available in the free version, But all I know is when I turn the screen off, when it's vertical, the audio goes out. So, um, any chance I can get the Nothing 4A Pro with considerable discount on Amazon Prime Day later this year? I believe so. You're talking about the one in July, the Amazon Prime? Probably. Yeah, probably not at the moment because they just were released. I think I remember the 3A and 3A Pro getting discounts on Prime. Yeah, you probably can. I think that's a safe bet right now. I believe I believe so. I believe so. And I'll look into the US mobile thing for you here this afternoon. Let's see here. Let me pull up. Galaxy S26 FE, the fan edition, adopts the Z Flip DNA with Android 17 and Exynos 2500. So the S26 FE was leaked, and/or the benchmark stats were leaked, specifications were leaked, results were leaked, and it shows it has the Exynos 2500 CPU in there. That's not the latest and greatest. The latest and greatest is 2600, but the same CPU that's in the Z Flip 7 is going to be put in the S26 FE. You can see Samsung, again, cost-cutting measures, saving money is the number one thing that's on their mind right now. That's it. How do we get money? How do we save money? Right? Sort of like me and you. But they're in like overdrive with that, right? And using their own CPUs is a tremendous way to save money because it's way more expensive to go out and use media. Well, they still even save money using their processors over MediaTek, even though MediaTek's not as expensive as Qualcomm's. Qualcomm CPUs are mad expensive, but they're typically the best performing, the most rock solid CPUs, but they can save money using their own CPUs. So that's what you're going to get in this S26 FE. I don't know when the release date is, and I'm not a big FE fan. I shouldn't say that. I mean, I've heard some people that's all they use, and that's cool, right? If you like the phone you have, then hey, more power to you. I just can't do it. Now, I haven't tried an FE, a fan edition phone, in a few years, but the last one I used, I had a really, really bad experience with it. It was horrible. I was like, I'm never going to use an FE again. But maybe they've done a good job on this. I don't know. But here's an interesting thing. This Exynos 2500, this CPU, it's apparently improved more than when they put it in the Z Flip 7. The Exynos 2500 CPU that's going to be in this S26 FE has the Eclipse 950, which is Samsung and AMD's joint collaboration on GPU. This is the same GPU Google was considering putting in the new Pixel 11 series. It's a Samsung and AMD made GPU. And the GPU, this GPU is pretty good. It's not the very, very best, but it's way better than what Google has in their Pixel 10 series. Now, from what I understand, Google's not going to go this route. I wish they would, but they're not. They're going to go with Immortals GPU, the same company they have right now, the same bad performing GPU company that they have right now, but it's a new model. It's a new GPU that Immortals is putting out, the Power VR GPU. We'll have to see where that goes. I don't have much faith, but I was kind of hoping they would go with this GPU. We were just talking about this the other day. So Samsung's going to put this in the FE. It's a very good GPU for mobile technology, for mobile devices. Let's see here. Here are the scores real quick. It scored 2426 on single core. It scored 8,004 points on the multi-core score. Respectable, right? That's anything over 3,000 for single core is really good, and anything over, I would say at this point, 10,000 is really good. That'll put you on flagship level. So this being just right under it, I think it should be all right. Now, how much RAM they're going to put in there, I don't know. That was my issue. I think the one I used, the FE I used, only had 8 gigs of RAM, and it was just stuttery. Yeah, it was not a good experience. So we don't know the release date, but I'll keep an eye on that for everyone. Now, here's when we're going to talk about this real quick, and then we'll jump into the giveaway. It's the last story I have, or last thing I wanted to talk about, and then we'll do the giveaway. So hang in there with me real quick. Yeah, we'll do it here shortly in just a few minutes. I gotta get out of here anyways. But look at this. So this is the Oppo. This is the Oppo that's going global. This is the global Oppo Find X9 Ultra. Now, it's getting an enormous camera upgrade. Before we jump into this camera upgrade, I'm wondering, and I still want clarity. I still need clarity on this Oppo that's going global on April the 21st, because it looks like the Oppo Find X9s Pro and the Find X9 Ultra are going global. I can't find the Oppo Find X9 Pro, the one that looks like the OnePlus 15. That's like a carbon copy of the OnePlus 15. I still haven't seen anything or any confirmation that that model's going global. And that's what I thought was going global along with this Ultra. But now it appears I'm starting to see some online publications saying it's the Oppo Find X9s Pro. So the Find X9 Pro is what I wanted to get. I don't necessarily want the Ultra. It's ugly, to be honest with you. I don't find it visually appealing. I hate that round camera bump on that looks like a freaking stove on the back of this phone. So I really wanted the OnePlus 15 clone, but I'm still waiting for confirmation. But you're gonna get this thing. Looks like a stovetop on the back of your phone. But one thing you cannot make fun of is the hardware underneath there, because apparently it looks like this is going to be the best camera phone ever at the moment. I know some of this stuff is even a little too nerdy for me, like all these camera terms. Look, I know the basics about cameras, but I'm not like a photography nerd or photography freak. Does it take a good picture or not? That's all I care about, right? Does it look good or not, right? The colors, detail, I don't. Oh, it's got 15 EV, ultra high dynamic range, and extreme lighting. It's got spectral sampling channels increased to 24, more precise color capture. I don't know what the hell that means. Like, if you do, cool. Apparently, it sounds pretty freaking nice. It sounds like it's the latest tech. I've never even heard of these terms before, so I'm like, well, okay. It sounds like it's going to be. I mean, just the regular Oppo Find X9 Pro was like the number 3 phone in the world. So I'm sure after seeing all this, it's probably going to jump to number 1, right? I'm assuming. Okay, but this is what we're getting. If you want the very best camera phone in the world, and if you live in the United States, on April 21st, you will be able to get you this phone. So that's exciting. Minus the way it looks, right? I'm sure you can get a case or two. We do have another photo of what this thing is going to look like. A case will help hide its ugliness a little bit. Now, where did this go? I want you to look at this real quick. We got a nice look at what the back here. So I think it's this one. Here we go. So this is what's coming. This is it. The Oppo Find X9 Ultra. This is the global variant. This is the one, if you live in the United States, you will be able to purchase. It has like a leather type of back, where, I mean, that's what it looks like to me. It's not the traditional glass S26 Ultra glass on the back. It's not metal on the back like a Nothing Phone 4a Pro. So it looks interesting. I just can't get over the stupid camera hump, right? It's just, and I know it's really geared for photographers. It's probably, as I mentioned, will be the best camera phone ever made. So you if that's really on top of your list, you're probably gonna overlook the ugly appearance of this phone. But for me, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't think I'm gonna get the Ultra. I think I'm gonna get either if the Find X9S Pro is available, probably get that uh, for global customers, or I'll just jump on the X9 Pro. But I don't know. This thing, for me personally, is just too ugly. If I can get the number 3 camera phone in the world, I'm okay with that, right? I don't have to have the very, very best number 1 camera phone. I'm good with number 3. Look, I'm dealing with like number 26 in the world, and probably number, I don't know, 100 in the world on this. So going to number 3, I'm okay with. I don't need the very, very best. But that's what this will bring you. You're going to have Oppo branding. Let's see, what is this backplate? It's going to be Hasselblad branded. What are these specs? Massive circular camera on the back, LED flash placed outside the module. That is certainly interesting. It's probably that hard fake felt leather, I'm assuming. Oppo Find X9 will feature a 50 megapixel periscope lens with a 10x optical zoom. Oppo's teasing this as a built-in teleconverter. Besides this, the phone may also house a 200 megapixel main camera using Sony LYT901 sensor and a 200 megapixel periscope telephoto lens, 3x optical zoom, 50 megapixel ultra wide for selfies. It could use a 50 megapixel front facing selfie camera. Yeah, it looks to be outstanding. For the rest of the hardware, 6.82 inch 2K LPTO AMOLED, 144 hertz refresh rate, Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, and a 7,500 milliampere hour battery, 100 watt fast charging, IP69 for dust and water resistance. Sounds like a pretty badass phone. I just don't like the way it looks. Let's see. Another good point you raised, in Asia they get different backlight. Yeah, I noticed that. There's a couple of YouTubers that I watch that do. I don't watch that many tech YouTube, but there is one. I think, what's his name? Ben Reviews. He's Asian and does a bunch of Asian phones. I watch that. And yeah, it seems they have a little different styling here. It seems like those Asian phones are more willing to take a risk on the way it looks and the way it's designed than companies over here kind of just play it safe, honestly. But I mean, look, I could certainly use it. I just think I would prefer the X9 or X9S, and we'll see. We'll see if that's going to be available. Love me some Pixel, but kind of disappointed about the lack of redesign this year. Pixel historically had some great original designs. Hope the G6 is capable. Me too. I think, you know what? I found well, I don't have time right now, but I'll bring it up on the next one. Yeah, Ben Gadgets. Yes, that's it. Yeah. I like his reviews. I think I mentioned the other day I've kind of scaled back on what I watch on YouTube tech wise. Just because I don't want my opinion to be manipulated by somebody or formed by somebody else's opinion. But I do watch his stuff because a lot of the tech he reviews, we don't get here in the States. So I want to see what else is going on outside of the States. Yeah, I like his videos. I like it a lot. Okay. Oh yeah, before we do the giveaway, I wanted to look real quick. I promise. What time we got? Okay. We'll get out of here. I want to see about this Find X9S Pro because that's new news to me. Let's see. So it looks like, what I'm trying to find out, maybe you could help me in the chat, is what's going global? I know the Ultra is going global. We just looked at. Is the X9S Pro going to be launched globally and not the Find X9 Pro? Because the Find X9 Pro is the OnePlus 15. It looks similar to the OnePlus 15. That's the one I had my eye set upon, as I mentioned earlier. I don't know if I can do that Ultra phone. It's just too. I don't like those circular cameras. Now, this one they're showing almost looks like a. Definitely don't sell my personal information. Looks like an iPhone 17 style. Where is this photo? So maybe they're just bringing the S. According to reliable tipster digital chat station, the Oppo Find X9S Pro will house 6. Oh, this is going to be a small one. 6.32 inches. Okay. Got you. So this will be small. Huh. Well, stay tuned. I'll figure it out behind the scenes because I think I'll be interested in getting one of the three, but I just want to confirm what's going global and what's not, because then I can move forward with, if the X9 Pro is not going global, then I can see about pricing one outside and importing it. Anyways, let me pull up the giveaway tool here, and why don't you put who is that? Shazam reviews are good. I'll look that up. Yeah, the only tech YouTubers I currently watch like regularly is Flossie Carter, Ben's Gadget Reviews, and let's see. I'll always watch Flossie Carter reviews. Let's see. My YouTube feed is filled up with nothing but war stuff because I've been there's mine, but war war not war. So my algorithm's kind of moving away from tech and into war. But Flossie Carter, Ben's Gadget Reviews, and there may be one other, but I kind of scaled back a little bit. Let's see. And I'm gonna put out compile some camera footage from this. I actually take some pretty decent photos, and I'm gonna show you so what I'm gonna do is compile a video on YouTube of my camera shots from the Nothing Phone 4a Pro, but I'm also going to include a Google Drive file link that you can view it on your phone, the real image and or video that's not compressed, that's not you'll get the real deal photos that you can actually go through and look at the original resolution, color grading, all that stuff on your device. Put this in the chat. Let's do hashtag. Let's do the giveaway. Hashtag gift. Hashtag gift. And check this out. Before I do the giveaway, you can enter hashtag gift in the chat, but I'm trying to give away cases. Why don't we just, if you want an S26 Ultra case, email me, eSIMstudios@gmail.com. What else do I have? I got a bunch of Ultra cases. So if you want to S26 Ultra case, just email me and I'll send it to you. But enter hashtag enter hashtag gift in the chat, and let me open up this giveaway tool. Hashtag gift. Let me remove this. Come on. You know what? And we'll do the gift now. But I'm wondering, I need to give this away too. Do any of y'all have a iPhone iOS device? I need to give this away. The SpotMinders tracking card. I did a video review of this the other day. Compare it to any iPhone, iOS device. It's like an AirTag, but it's a size of a debit card. You can stick in your wallet. Compare it to your Find My app. Why don't we'll do the hashtag gift now, and then as soon as we're done doing this giveaway, in a minute, we'll do a giveaway for this, and then I'll ship this out to whoever wins it, wherever you're at. And if you don't have an iPhone, you can give it to a family friend that has an iPhone, or you can sell it. I think they go for like 30, 35 bucks on Amazon. I'm sure you can get, I don't know, 20, 25 bucks for it. But we'll do that in a second. So let's do this one first. Wait, this isn't the right one. Come on. No. Hashtag gift. All right, you ready? And then this one will be for either a case if you want a case, or an Amazon gift card, or I can send you a Cash App. It doesn't matter. Polinity. Congratulations, you are the winner. New winner. Cool. Well, thank you for joining us. You got lucky, and congratulations. Email me, eSIMstudios@gmail.com. I'll work it out with you behind the scenes. I got a number of things you can choose from, but it'll definitely make it worth your while. eSIMstudios@gmail.com. So congratulations to you. Now let's give away the tracking card. So what shall we do? Why don't we do hashtag Why can't I roll this across the bottom? Here we go. Hashtag card. Hashtag card. And whoever wins this one, I'll get you this. I'll send this tracking. It's like an AirTag, but again, it's about the size of a credit and or debit card. Give that away. Let me redo this one. Hashtag card. I'll give everybody about 30 seconds to enter hashtag card. And let me look and see if I got some other stuff to give away. It's a good Friday. I'm in a good mood. Let's see what else I can find. Hang on one second. I think some of my other stuff is in our other closet. I have some items here, but I need to do reviews on them first before I give them away. So just subscribe to the channel, and I have more stuff to give away, like earbuds. I got some gadgets to give away. Just stay tuned. I don't want to go into the other room because I'm not going to be able to get back on this stream if I leave. So let's do the giveaway hashtag card right now, and you can win this. I'll send it to you anywhere in the world. Does not matter. Ready? Starry Night 0199. Congratulations to you. Email me, eSIMstudios@gmail.com, and I'll send it right over Well, it would have to be, I'll probably do it tomorrow because I think the UPS store is closed today. But regardless, email me and I'll get with you on the back end and send it right over. I'll get your shipping information and ship it right over. So congratulations to you. Subscribe to the eSIMstudios YouTube channel. And we have Nothing Phone for a Pro reviews. I'm going to publish here shortly. I'm going to put together a camera comparison and upload that among some other case reviews for the S26 Ultra. I got a lot of those to do. So, and if you want an S26 Ultra case, if you have an S26 Ultra, email me, eSIMstudios@gmail.com. I'll just send you a case. I got a stack of them right back here that are need to go. So be my guest. I'll send it to you for free. So I appreciate the time. Hope everybody has a wonderful Good Friday. Please be safe. I appreciate you for joining me, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.